Hi lovelies, welcome back to another video. We shall call this one episode 1 of the podcast. So I'm wearing this cute shirt that my designer friend made for me. It says not everyone's cup of tea, and then it has the LovelyZelada. Hey, thank you Bree, love you. Yeah, I plan to get more of these in motion, different graphic tees. So it's only the beginning. So hope you guys are doing amazing in mind, body, and spirit. I am happy to be back. So in the intro video, I was trying to make a tea with y'all, but I didn't have water. So in this one, I want to start off by doing that. So I have this mug, right? There's hot water in here, by the way. Okay? Did I say I hope you guys are doing amazing in mind, body, and spirit? And then I have this, I think it's like a strainer, tea infuser. Y'all know what it's called, okay? And then I shall start opening. So the ones I showed you guys, I'm gonna put 4 of the 7, I think I showed you. So I learned that peppermint is a trickier ingredient because that one like can bring flavors out also, but if you put it with the wrong flavor, the peppermint will overpower it rather than accent it. If that makes any sense. I know I sound kind of crazy talking about teas this seriously, but I absolutely love tea. And in case you didn't know, I gave up soda this year, and I have drank not even a full soda, okay? I'll have sips, okay? And that's it. I'm good. So tea has been my go-to to drink. So I did the perfect peach, okay? You always gotta have peach. That stuff is so good. So I'm gonna put the blackberry citrus next. What was I explaining? Oh, about like the different flavors infusing with each other. So you gotta figure out which ones go together, which is something that I figured out I'm super fascinated with. And I realized it when I stopped craving Starbucks, because I was so like excited to try a new flavor of my concoctions that I sit here and make, right? So we did the blackberry, the peach. I want to do the mango, passion fruit. Okay, so we'll do the mango, passion fruit. And then once the tea bags are in there, we could start spilling my tea, aka we'll dive into what today's topic will be about. And some of these will be like personal experiences of mine and how, you know, certain events in life happen. Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna put, okay? My lavender chamomile. Dink-a-dink. So we'll leave that sitting for maybe like 5 minutes. I leave it in there for longer, to be honest. I can't even lie to you. So this is what it's gonna look like. 4 little guys in there. It smells divine already. Okay. So, forgot what I was saying. But I'm basically gonna dive in to something that, like a crucial moment in my life that I realized impacted me, but in the moment I didn't realize it. So we'll see if you guys can relate to that. Ooh, it's okay. Nothing broke. I just smacked the jar against the little table I have right here. Oh my god, does it happen to you guys that like my bra strap will like slide down and I'm having to fix it? I'm like thinking to myself, what is going on? Is one shoulder higher than the other or what? Anyways, that's just a struggle I deal with. So the moment in time that I want to recall right now is when my brother, okay, and I'm going to show him this before I decide to share it with the world, so he is very much aware of what I'm going to share, because I don't even think he knows this, which is also why I want to share it, and he's going to be coming over today. The way that he had a relationship, it was a high school sweetheart relationship, right? Where they got married. They were married for 7 years. So when it came time to the divorce that they had, I was destroyed, and I'm going to explain why. So I got to see this beautiful relationship flourish, and I got to see it in all stages. Mind you, I was little when I was experiencing it with them, right? I was there, I think when he asked her out, and like kind of feeling those emotions from him of, you know, being nervous because she was with her friends. I believe we were at a bowling alley. And Mao, you can correct me if I'm wrong, okay? We were at a bowling alley, and I guess he had asked her out. I think he even gave her flowers. And she was with her girls. Maybe they were talking about, you know, what had just happened or whatever. And I could be wrong because I was so little, so I don't really know what was going on, but I just remember like little bits and pieces. So that's when that happened. And then I was there for his proposal. Like, he proposed to her, and that was such an amazing moment also to have witnessed that, you know, because it was her family and our family. And during Christmas time, I remember, because it was like this beautiful big tree. So those things, right, I cherished very much. And this might be TMI, Mal, forgive me, don't hate me, okay? It's just to tell a story, okay? And we'll get to the actual nitty-gritty of why it affected me as much as it did. Come on, bro, get it together. You gotta be slouching, girl. So the moment when I found out that, obviously, okay, so I'm fast forwarding, hold on. So after the proposal, then it was the marriage, and I was the ring bearer for the wedding, okay? And that was such an amazing moment too, because I had never been a ring bearer, okay? And they got married at Knott's Berry Farm, because there used to be a little chapel there. So I just spotted some slime that my daughter was probably messing with in here, trying to hide it. Anyways, I'll be having a word with her later. But don't worry, I can't really, her birthday's coming up. So, you guys are probably like, what? You're tripping. Anywho, I don't like slime personally, okay? Because it gets on things, it gets stuck, can't take it out. It's a mess. Anyways, I'm probably all over the place right now. So, like I said, they were 7 years, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, Mal. And then, so once they started going through the divorce, seeing the changes that began to happen within my brother destroyed me. And that's crazy to admit, but that's the reality of what it was. Is like seeing how torn he was really took a toll on me. But then I also had admired them so much because they both arrived to their wedding virgins. That's what the TMI was from earlier, but I didn't say it. And Mao, don't worry, we don't gotta post this to the world if you don't want to, okay? We don't have to. We could just set it up to where we could just send links to those we trust. But you let me know, okay? And so I admired that so much because I'm like, oh my God, for both of them to have that self-control, self-respect, to have made it to their wedding virgins meant the world, you know? And I was like, I want that for me. And so that was my mentality of like, that's what I want. I want to do right by myself, you know, by my own self, and stay virgin till marriage, right? Mind you, boyfriend I had at the time, we won't say who that is, was not supportive, okay? That I was being affected so harshly. And so we won't go into much detail, but the point is that things happened that shouldn't have happened with this boyfriend, but they happened because I was in such a vulnerable state due to what my brother was going through, that my boyfriend at the time was like, you need to like stop letting your brother's situation bring us down. Like, I'm tired of it. So obviously that's such a whole thing to say, right? What? I'm over here sad. Yeah, I'm moping around, but I'm because I'm destroyed. Like, this couple that I looked up to and idolized is no longer, like, what? So like, part of me was grieving that was even happening, you know? And I didn't know how to process because I had no idea what happened at the time. So we were just going through the motions and stuff, and it was just a hard time for me, because then I began to question, like, do I even want to get married then? Like, is this what it is? Like, and for that boyfriend at the time to not be supportive, it was also like, man, whatever. Like, I didn't care anymore, right? To have arrived to marriage a virgin. I was just like, but at the same time, I was not even thinking of that. I was more so like just in such a vulnerable state, you know? And my mom had always said, don't ever let a man tell you that they want you to prove to them that you love them, right? That was something she like ingrained in my mind, right? But for some reason, during that vulnerable state, that didn't matter. Because I guess when we're in that mentality, right, where we're so hurt, so sad, we just want somebody's company, you know? And to feel like, if I don't do right by this person, even though they're trash, if I don't do right by them, I'm also going to lose them too. So it's things like that, okay, that I'm on here to share with you, so that if you are going through anything like this, you hear me? Don't do anything that you don't want to do. You have to protect self when you are in a vulnerable state. Because if you are around the wrong people, they will take advantage of you. And I don't wish that upon anyone. No one. So obviously that relationship didn't last. And that relationship was so toxic all on its own. We won't even get into that. But the point is that I ended up losing self so much in that relationship, because again, I was so vulnerable, everything my brother was going through, and then now this toxic person was putting me down, and they got so far into my head, y'all, that I doubted myself, right? To where I was like thinking, oh, you know, this pillow is so soft. He would be like, is it though? Like, are you sure that's what you really mean? So it was just insanity of like, what? I know it's soft. What do you mean? Yeah, it was crazy. So that's basically the story I wanted to share today, is the importance of you protecting self when you're vulnerable, but also recognizing when you are in that vulnerable state so that you know to be on a different frequency, just be on higher alert, to not surround yourself by people who are toxic. So I've been wanting to show this ring since the first video, but I forgot. I have a matching one with my niece, Fabi. She's my owl. That's why we got those. So now that your tea has sat for 5 minutes or so, this cool little gadget, you take it out, right? Let it strain a little bit. Oh my God, it smells so good, y'all. If only y'all could smell it through that screen. And that's without the honey ginger. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. So I have this guy. So I'm putting it in here. Now we're gonna add this beauty. You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. Yeah, yeah. So tell me what to do now. Yeah, I know you guys are gonna think I'm lame. It's okay. If you sing along with me, I love you. Yeah, this thing is literally 2 spoonfuls. Sheesh. Anywho, if you see me with the same hair, same makeup, mind your business, okay? I'm not always dolled up. And I've told myself I need to be dolled up for these videos because ain't nobody trying to look at ugly Betty, okay? Every time I say that, I'm being told, you're not ugly Betty. I am to myself. If I'm not like this, dolled up, looking cute, I'm ugly Betty. But guess what? I don't mind being ugly Betty. It's okay. Because guess what? Ugly Betty transforms into this gorgeous woman. So, you know, that's neither here nor there. But, yeah, that was basically what I wanted to cover. The importance of when you are going through difficult times, you know, that you need to protect yourself from negative energy for sure. It's kind of hot. I don't want to burn myself because then I can't feel my tongue for like days. That's not fun. It's so good. Cheers. Oh, and the teas you guys can find at Walmart, Stater Brothers, online I think too, Amazon. Oh my goodness, this was an amazing blend, mind you. Okay, don't think that all my blends are great. All right, I am here to say I'm learning, right? Because I've tried all of these, I know that they all blended well, but I've had some that I made a mistake. But I still drink anyway. You can't waste honey ginger. Hello, stuff is not cheap. So I still drink it anyway. But I learned my lesson of what doesn't go together. So the ones I recommend, trust me, they are amazing. I would not lie to you. And so let me know if you end up trying it, okay? And if you end up wanting to know which blends I make, that's something that's still in the works. Oh, you know what? As we're here, I'm gonna write it down that this one went amazing together. So we'll say episode 1. We got lavender. Every time I read lavender, I think of, remember Robin Big? when he was something lavender. When he went back to be a stripper. Big Black did. That was so funny. And Rob was like helping him, throwing bills and stuff at him. So this one's Bigelow. And then we have mango passion fruit. I forgot the name of passion fruit in Spanish. It has an interesting name though. And that one's Stash. Next one, Blackberry. Y'all gotta look up a song by Pitbull. I don't know how to say it, but it's some crazy made up word that he made. I can't even say it, dude. But it ends with berry. Black boom boom berry. I don't remember what it's called, okay? But look it up. It's Pitbull and it's a good song. And he's saying it throughout the dang song. It's like, what the heck, dude? How did you make that happen? Blackberry citrus and perfect peach. So the reason I'm going to write these down is because for each episode, I'm going to try to blend new ones, right? In front of you guys. So that we enjoy them together. Or you could write these down, and then for our next video, you could be sipping on this one because I gave you the ingredients. All right, so there's that. But so let me see where we're at. 21. So the way that I went about healing, right, is I chose to find a new circle, right? And that new circle was a few people, actually. But it was someone that I'd known in high school. And I think we knew each other since I was a freshman. He might have been a junior at the time. He helped me find myself again, right? And I'm telling you, it was so bad, you guys. It was so bad to where I ended up going to therapy in college, to a psychologist, the school psychologist, and she worked wonders because I went in there the first time, okay, and I had a list because I'd never been, right? So I'm like, I don't know what to expect. What if I can't think of what I want to talk about, right? So I wrote things down and I was like, look, this is what I want to go over. And it was funny because when I went that first time to therapy I gave her the list. And she was like, well, I would want you to read it to me, you know, and to basically give her more information on these things, right? So I'm going to sip some more tea real quick. This thing is so good, y'all. So good, even though it's warm. Anyways, so she had me read the list and stuff, and I went over things of the fact that this guy's in the back of my mind, making me doubt myself to where I can't carry conversations. And so she was like helping me through that, right? But I also, like I said, someone from my high school, we would spend a lot of time together. I think I was already working my night job. And he knew me before I had dated that guy I was telling you guys about, right? And so you really have to choose to surround yourself by people who actually do want what's best for you, you know? Because this way you are in a safe place rather than keep being around people who will take advantage of your vulnerability. And I'm telling you, that's not a good place to be ever in life. No matter what age you're at, that is just not it. You have to be mindful of who you choose to be around, number one. Two, protect yourself. Don't go around telling everybody everything about you, because people are malicious, okay? Not everyone is nice. They might show you a nice face, but in reality, they might not be nice. And so the key thing to that, okay, is if someone is saying something to you and their actions are not matching, you have a problem. So pay attention to those actions, because if those actions don't match, you don't need to be there. You deserve to be around people that their actions speak louder than their words, right? And if they say they're going to do something and they don't do it, listen to that. Listen to that and just move accordingly, you know? And so yes, that was part of my healing process of going to therapy, being around friends that genuinely care about me. But it's hard. You have to be so patient with yourself, because you've gone through some level of trauma because someone really got into your head and you feel like you can't even trust your own judgment, you know, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. So if anything comes out of this video, is I need you to build you up. If you feel like you are in a vulnerable state, it's time to build. If you don't have those around you to build you, I'm here and I will do my best to try to help build you, or give you the tools to help build you. And let me try to think of things, right? So you really have to be in tune with yourself first and foremost, because you have to know what things trigger you so that you learn from them, so that when they happen again, you know which way to move, right? Rather than hitting the trigger head on. No, you're gonna, yeah, the first time you might hit it head on, but now that you've learned, you'll know to sway different ways so that you don't keep crashing into the same trigger, right? You have to find that self-love to want better for you, and don't let the triggers overpower you, because you have to dig deep for that. You truly do. And it's not going to happen overnight. So that's why I'm saying you have to be patient with yourself, and know that tomorrow will be a better day. Whatever happened today, learn from it, and not only like be able to identify the trigger, because then when you see it coming, like I said, you'll know, oh my goodness, that was a trigger. I no longer want that to have a hold on me, right? So then talk about it, write about it if you don't feel comfortable talking to someone, or you could send it in, because I have an email also if you guys ever want to send things in, whether it be something you're going through, some chisme, if you need a girl's perspective on something, yeah, let me know. I will definitely put my email in the description so that you guys can tap in on that. So I've had that email for quite a while for that purpose of if anyone needs to reach out but wants to be more anonymous, you guys can do so. I've been waiting. I can't wait till it happens, and then I'll have an iPad and I'm reading off things that you guys sent. Like, oh, I'm manifesting right now. Manifesting. So yeah. So being aware of the fact that you are currently in a vulnerable state of mind, and then recognizing that triggers will happen and it's okay, and you're gonna overcome them. Third thing is just building yourself back up, finding what you love to do, learning what you don't want to be around, just things like that. And that stuff comes with situations. So being around certain people might help you figure these things out. So you have to be open-minded in that sense also, that you have to go outside your comfort zone. And I know that's really hard for a lot of people. I did good. So once I was able to kind of find myself again, it was moving slowly, gentle, not pushing myself to where I was uncomfortable. No, just take your time. Healing takes time. It does not happen overnight. It's poco a poco, breakthrough after breakthrough. And it's an amazing feeling. I live for those moments where I can help someone kind of connect the dots, you know? And that's basically what happens in a breakthrough. It's like, you know what's happened, you know what kind of affected you, and you know who affected you, right? But you're like, why? Why did it all happen? Or why did I react a certain way? Or things like that, right? And I'm pretty damn good at helping you connect those dots and kind of guiding you towards a better version of yourself so that you don't continue to relive that. And that's something I also had to learn on my own, that for a long time I would block things out, right? My mind just functions that way, to where when it's a bad experience, no, I don't want to remember it, I don't want to deal with it, right? So my mind would lock it away. But that right there, my friends, is bitter sweet, and I'm going to tell you why. It's obviously good in the moment, right? Because you're blocking out the negativity of what just happened, okay? Now, for the long run, not so good, because you are now allowing yourself to revisit what hurt you. Excuse me, does that make sense? So it's like you blocked it out because you didn't want to deal with that pain, but now you have also blocked out the awareness of, no, I don't want to be back in that situation again. So again, that's something I learned, and that's why I'm sharing it with you all, is because I have lived these things. I'm not just textbook reading, and nothing against textbook reading, because I have some knowledge on that as well. You see what I mean? I was just sitting here and the damn straps just, bye. They want to have breaks and stuff. No, we got a full time. Yes, straps. Anyways, so being mindful of, like I said, what causes these things will help you to overcome them, but you have to be willing to face them. And again, that's the hardest part. And yes, I have lived these things, and that's what makes me so confident in sharing them with you all, because I have lived it. And so for me, if I am able to save just one of you out there, okay, save you from a bad moment, you better believe that I will absolutely love that for you. If my experience or my wisdom in some way, shape, or form can help you, then I'm serving my purpose. And that makes me just overjoyed, because that's what I'm so excited about, is having this platform to share my wisdom with those who are willing to listen and that are willing to share with me what it is that they have gone through, so that I can help them in whatever possible way that I can. I was trying to remember the point I was making of the fact that I've lived these things. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and throw some BS at you. I promise you that. Pinky promise you that. I would never put you in harm's way. If anything, I would help you see things and proceed with caution. you know. And I've always done these things for my friends to where, like I said, I have to know what the situation is, how you felt about the situation, and what outcome you desire. Okay? You give me those 3 things, I promise you, I can give you routes of what each route entails, the risks of each route, and the choice is ultimately yours, right? It's your life. And I'm just here to offer guidance, advice, if you're willing to take it. That's it. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you find a way to email me, so I can read them into my next videos. But yeah, that was the rundown for this video. Yay! I could go on and on when it comes to healing, because that is such a process, and you have to make sure that you take a moment and appreciate when you've kind of overcome things, because it's going to be in dosages, like poquito a poquito, little by little, and you have to be proud of yourself too, because it's hard, especially when we have gone through harsh things that are harder to overcome, right? But the reality is that you deserve to overcome it. You don't deserve to live in the trauma. You don't deserve to allow the trauma to overpower your life, you know. So, whatever way I can help you, let me know. I got you, okay? I truly hope to hear from you guys. And I will see you guys real soon. Hope you guys enjoy these, because I'm really going to be pouring my heart and soul into these videos, because that was truly what I was looking forward to. And I know I don't like stare at the camera the whole time. My mind tends to I'm scanning a lot of my ideas and things like that. So if you don't see me staring at the camera and I'm looking all over the place, that's what I'm doing. Or sometimes I'll be writing, jotting things down, doodling. I enjoy doing that as well. So just brace yourself for that stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you guys soon. Let me know if you tried the tea. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Okay, love you. Bye.